What's up, guys? So we are making a breakfast barbecue casserole. You're gonna need a small mixing pot or bowl, whatever you want to call it, olive oil, some Hungry Jack breakfast hash browns. The reason we're going with these is they actually hold up a little bit better on the cooker, and they don't pull in quite as much of smoke, where if you go with fresh potatoes, they will pull in a little bit too much smoke. So you want to be careful of that. So you want that, you want some eggs, you want some lovely sausage. I go with the frozen type because I like for it not to give me too much oil and too much gravy to pop out of it. You know what I'm saying? And then you need some bacon. I like going with a little bit of a thinner cut bacon, so we don't use our house cured bacon. We use a little bit of a thinner sliced. Reason being, once again, it's all going into it. I don't want that bacon and all the oils and all that stuff, so it's not over greasy. Otherwise, it tends to get a little bit greasy. So we're gonna cut up the bacon. Always use a nice sharp knife. Cut that up. Get that on a pan and get it going. And then what we're going to do is we are going to mix our eggs and mix our we'll cut up our sausage first, and then we'll mix our eggs into it. So I like to go in a nice kind of, half inch, or not half inch, but little quarters of that sausage. Make your life easy. So you have that all nice and done. Before we get too far into this video, guys, remember, make sure that you comment if you like what we're doing. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell. All those kind of fun stuff. That's the best way to do it. We're going to do this with about 6 eggs. You can do it with bigger, with more if you want. Just kind of up to you. Depends on how many humans you're trying to feed. Yes, I'm mixing all of this into it. Grab a little bit of a whisk. Whisk that together. And then that'll be the gauge to see how much product you actually have. If you think you need a couple extra eggs, or you think you're going to make it a little bit bigger, whatever you want to do, it's really up to you. I'm going to take that after you kind of let that rehydrate. Put it straight into a cast iron pan. Do some of it. Save about half a box. So through the magic of editing and beauty, our bacon's done. Yay! So what we're going to do is we're going to get our bacon inside there. We'll drain it a little bit and have some beautiful bacon. So we did switch to a little bit smaller of a cast iron pan just because we're not making quite as much. And yes, I want to get a little bit of that bacon grease inside of it. So that is why I'm doing it this way. I want a little bit of that bacon grease to live inside there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix it all up. We're going to mix it up still after we put in our little bit of egg mix. Now the one thing I forgot is you're going to need a little bit of cheese. So we got some Walmart special mozzarella here, and we're going to put a little bit in there. Mix it in there. The cheese is going to give it a little bit of stringiness. It's going to give it a little bit of fluffiness, not fluffiness, but just more stringiness when you pull it apart later. So whisk that in there. Cheese is gonna go good. Kind of let everything go in. Finish your box off. Mix everything into your pan. We may or may not need another egg or two. I'm not sure yet. Mix it all into the pan. No, it's looking like we're okay. So, getting some into that pan, getting the egg doing its thing, kind of hanging out. Once you finish there, kind of let it go down. Season. I like putting a little bit of our rub on it. And then I did leave a little bit of bacon that's not fully cooked, just for the topper. That way it'll kind of finish cooking well on the cooker, and we'll have a nice crunchy top. That's what's going on in the cooker. We'll see you in a minute. So here we are at the cooker. It's a beautiful sunny day out. It's just a fantastic day to barbecue. We haven't had this great of weather for quite a long time. Sorry if you're getting a little bit of smoke towards the camera, but the PK is smoking. It's going really, really nice. We're gonna keep one side kind of closed off. We got 2 vents on the bottom open, and we're gonna keep one side open. So it's gonna give us some nice smoke. Give us some nice clean smoke out of there. Let's put it on. We're gonna let it go, and we'll see it in a little bit. So I'm gonna put it as far away from the fire as I can, so it doesn't get overcooked or oversmoked. Close that up. Let's do it later. Let's see where it goes. So our breakfast casserole cooked for about an hour. Just laid it down there just so my cutting board doesn't get overheated. Looks beautiful. Got a little bit of smoke on it. I cut it up already just to make our lives a little bit easier off camera. And go ahead and try pulling that out. It is a tricky little bit sometimes to pull out, mainly because it is pretty thick, pretty fluffy. Kind of works that way. So we're gonna plate that right there. Look how beautiful that looks. I'm gonna give that right there. Like I said, we're gonna plate it. We're gonna shoot it. Take a couple photographs of it. But before we take photographs, make sure that plate is nice and clean and there's nothing crazy on that plate, so you know exactly where you're at. But before that, let's give this thing a try. Nice and hot. Probably a bad idea. Super hot. Oh, hot. Seasoned well. Did a really good job. You can taste the smoky flavor. You can taste how it kind of got cooked. It's fantastic. Make sure you guys go try it out. And if you can do me a favor, make sure you hit that subscribe button, the like button on this video. Also, throw us a comment. Tell us how we're doing, how you're liking the entrepreneurial videos, how you're liking the recipe videos. I know they're not true recipe videos, but they're more of a cook by feel type video. And yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying it. And till next time, peace. I'm Mikey with MMB Barbecue. See you guys soon.